Ladies and gentlemen, please can I have your undivided attention for Adrian's best man, his brother, Christian. Okay. There we go. So, revenge! Okay. So yeah, I'm not going to play, just got photos. Yeah, Lisa is kind of my standby if I pass out or cry. She's going to take over. Okay. Woo! Hello, for all of you who don't know me, my name's Christian, Adrian's older brother. Thank you very much for asking me to be your best man. However, I can't help but think if you ask one of my younger brothers, you've had 35 years less embarrassing stories. Yeah, so without further hesitation, may I spend 5 minutes on my chosen specialist subject, Adrian James Bannister. If I were to ask you all to picture, close your eyes and picture in your mind an image of Adrian, I guess what you think of wouldn't be a million miles from this. The dapper attire, the ruffled golden locks, the aimless smile, from a musical instrument. However, this has not always been the case, as this series of photographs lay testament. As a man who has witnessed Adrian from a rosy-cheeked baby, he looks like Phil Mitchell. To a rosy-cheeked adult, I'd like to reveal some evidence that may expose Adrian in his true light. You ready? No. For a man who is as whippet thin as Adrian, it is quite commonly known that he enjoys his food, in particular his puddings. This has always been the case. As a child, Adrian was referred to as Me Too by his great-grandma, because every time food was on the offering, you'd hear this little voice pipe up, Me Too! And could you please have the cakes removed? I'd like one myself at the end. As a small boy, even though you may find it hard to believe, Adrian was quite an exuberant child. Possibly too many E numbers in his cakes, who at every opportunity like to take centre stage. Take, for instance, this photo of Adrian dressed as the Cake Crusader. If memory serves me correctly, I don't remember Batman ever wearing corduroys and a jumper with little horses on it. Maybe I missed the reboot. At first glance, my next picture looks quite innocent to the naked eye, apart from my dad, who's 30 in this. That's 5 years younger than you. If I said 45, you'd say, he's had a hard life. Sorry, don't fuck out the window. To the casual observer, it seems like a family in a small market town, apart from, you can see this later, in the background there's a sign on the store saying suits for £7.50. You see where this is going? And by chance, what should I see coming out the lining of Adrian's suit moments before the ceremony? £7.50! Always the man to see a bargain. It's only taken 30 years to find an occasion to wear it. Okay, this is the money shot. For my next slide, may I ask anyone with a sensitive disposition or weak stomach to please leave the room. And Saffron, could someone please cover her eyes? I have no anecdote. I don't know why. Have I blocked it from your brain?
Who's coming down and...
No. I don't want to know. First of all, why would he be completely naked in the garden? And why would someone take a photograph of him? Adrian, come here, let me take your photograph. There's more. Adrian has not always been a man of sartorial elegance who always knows how to dress to fit any occasion. I guess sitting on the steps of the caravan on holiday on a hot summer's day in a pair of tight Speedos. How did Saffron come along? Doesn't seem so odd until you realise that's our home on a building site and we were probably minutes away from loading 10 tons of concrete into foundations. It's not right. Which just brings us finally to Adrian's teenage rock years. Oh. Contrary to Adrian's cool bluesman images, Adrian was a massive heavy metal fan, which can be seen here with his aquamarine guitar and his Iron Maiden poster. Oh yes, Adrian. Adrian's obsession with all things rock even extended to him growing his hair long and having a perm. However, the result was less John Bon Jovi and more Leo Sayer. I'm sorry I haven't got photographs for that one. Thank you. I was hoping throughout this to reveal to Rachel the depths of what you've let yourself in for. The extravagance, the puddings, the guitars, the hair, but these things you already know and love. Adrian and Rachel have complemented each other since the day they met, and I wish them every happiness as they embark on married life together. I'm happy to see Adrian's £7.50 suit didn't outshine Rachel today. She looks absolutely stunning, and Safi and the bridesmaids look absolutely fantastic. I'd like to thank Alan and Nuala, Philip and Diane for making this day so fantastic, and hopefully later the band will not disappoint. So, without further ado, would you all raise your glasses and toast Mr. and Mrs. Bannister? Thank you.